it is what it is.
Yeah, go on, mom.
Oh yeah.
Leave keys. Leave keys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad. I don't know what's over me. Sometimes I'm good, sometimes I'm wild. I don't know what's over me. I don't know what's over me. I'm overthinking everything. And that me feel like nobody can understand the way I feel. Cause I am fucked up totally. I don't know how to keep on burning. So I've been drinking cognac. I've been drinking too many shots of cognac. One for the belly, another for the broken heart. 3 for addition, but so I don't go back. Looking for somebody who can watch my shoulders. So I can never be sober. I can never be sober. Oh, yes, I did it. I'm in a million, I make for the living. You're my little bit of.
I'm Dr. Ahaneku, ekene, a medical doctor here in Federal University Hospital and also a psychologist. Talking about mental health has to do with the level of psychological well-being of an individual. Sometimes people say it is the absence of a mental illness, but most times it is not just that. Mental disorder has to do with a diagnosable problem that has to do with thinking, that has to do with what people say and how people view things around them. So that means it has to do with character, it has to do with behavior, attitudes of someone. So when it starts deviating from what the normal is, it's a mental illness or disorder. Alright, so we have different forms of or classes of mental disorders. We have the mood disorder, we have the trauma-associated disorders, we have the eating disorder, we have a psychotic disorder, we have addiction and substance abuse disorder. All these things are various forms of disorders, and we know some of them in our society, we don't know some of them. Okay, at various workplaces, we find out that people experience or suffer from different mental disorders in their workplaces. Some of these mental disorders has to do with mood disorder, trauma-related disorder, and most often we have people suffering from what we call depression, which is a mood disorder. So the mood disorder now is a problem because a lot of times people, get depressed as a result of the workload. And again, we have stress disorder. So most times if the workload is too much for them, most of them suffer from severe stress disorder, which is different from post-traumatic stress disorder. But when it is trauma attached, maybe because of some activities, like some of us that work in the hospital setting, losing a patient, and some of those things, it can be traumatizing. So when things like that happen, it can cause PTSD for such a person. So these are the problems that we have. So recovering from these things now, that's why we encourage people, you have to, take a break. When you think you are stressed, it doesn't take so much from you. Try to take a break, be happy, do things that makes you happy, have fun, visit places. If you are the type that likes traveling, if you are the type that likes eating, eat whatever thing that gives you joy. If you are the type that likes swimming, go swimming, do anything, dancing, singing, anything that makes you happy. Most times it helps you recover. Everything is not about taking drugs. So we as doctors, as psychologists, we still encourage you to do those things that makes you happy, because that is the best therapy that you can get to feel fine. Thank you very much.
medicallywillz, and I'm here with who?
Ezenwa Courage.
Ezenwa Courage. All right, thank you very much. All right, Ezenwa Courage, have you ever been depressed before?
Yes, most times.
Most times. All right. Okay. So, like, what caused you to be depressed?
A lot of things, life challenges. Sometimes you think, I wonder, I see my mates doing good. Why am I not doing good? Why am I different?
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay. All right. Chai. So you heard that. So I'm touched. Okay. Is the craziest thing you've ever done when you were depressed?
I do alcohol. I drink.
alcohol?
Yeah, one time I finished a whole bottle of Smirnoff vodka.
Jesus.
And I passed out.
Wow.
Until the next day. That's when I recognized I realized what I just did.
That's when you realized that the depression was much.
It was much then, man.
Wow. Okay. So, what did you do to actually finally come out from the depression?
Just get myself busy with work. Try not to think much about my situation. Then focus on being a better person.
Wow. Yeah. That's nice. All right, you heard it, guys.
Medically Wheels, and I'm here with.
I'm still here.
All right, Pam Sylvia, that's lovely. All right, Pam Sylvia, have you ever been depressed before?
Yes, I have.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's nice. That's nice.
How can it be nice?
Okay, so what caused you to be depressed?
Okay, it was school related. Yes, at one point, I'm okay. I can even say it now because then I couldn't even say it. At one point, I had an issue with school where, because we were pharmacists, we did this professional exam. So, my professional exam, I had 49 in one course, and then you need to pass 3 courses. So, I didn't pass the last course. So, I had to repeat the class. And then repeating the class means I have to top up the money, which is like from 450 you have to top up to 1 million.
Waiting be this.
So
Waiting be this.
It was that bad. So I had to change. I wanted to change the department. I wanted to change course entirely. It was. I told my dad. I told my mom. I couldn't I cried when I saw that. To the extent I cried, I entered the laboratory. I tried to distress him with the laboratory equipment, and I remember that my school they would just suspend me. So I just maintained myself, and what I did was I just went to change the department. My dad not told me at the end I should pay me.
Wow. Nice.
So,
nice. You need to have more that like yours.
No, you will not get, like, at the end of the day, I went to school, but I did. So at the end of the day, I just continued with school.
So what's the craziest thing you've ever done when you were depressed?
When I was depressed, I never went to class. Like throughout that year.
Learn from her.
I did not go to class. The reason they were calling me in class, I did not go. If they like this attendance or whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, wow.
I was always inside one cubicle that doesn't have fan. I think that's why today I'm still sweating. I kept myself in a cubicle, locked myself in. I'm always maybe watching cartoons, reading novels, playing music. And
just to get off the depression.
Yes, at one point it wasn't working, but I just had to do it. We don't have options, right?
So how did you finally win?
Okay, because my mom tried. She noticed that I wasn't myself. She noticed that she was trying to give me words of encouragement. I even stopped praying. I even stopped going to church.
Shout out to mom.
Yes, my mom tried. She tried, and that was it. And then plus, I started listening to godly music.
Okay.
And then I thought,
This is Medically Wheels, and I'm here with. Wow, I'm here with Timmy. All right. So Timmy, have you ever been depressed before?
Yes.
Oh, you have. And you said that with a smile. It's like a good depression. Okay, so what actually caused your depression?
I think that was in my SS2.
Okay.
My whole life, reading was very hard for me. My tests, everything was hard for me. And it was SS2 taught them already. So WAEC around the corner, SS3, everybody jammed, everybody's putting pressure on you. I didn't know how it happened. I just fell into depression and it was very, very bad.
Wow. Now the pressure people. The pressure is getting worse. Okay. So like what was the craziest thing you've ever done when you were depressed?
Okay, there was this one time that I was just in my hostel, and then I was like, God, I can't do this again. Then I went to my cupboard, I brought out something, and I was like, I was going to harm myself, I was going to do a lot of things to myself. That why is God disappointing me like that stuff? That doesn't now hate me and stuff like that. But then I was not thinking about if I die, who am I going to blame my parents for? Who am I going to do for? I can't do it. So I had to
Always tell yourself like you have hope and you're destiny child. Okay. So how did you finally win?
Okay, I just went to God, and because God always has a plan. Everything that is happening in your life, whether it's bad, good, just know that God has a plan. So I went to God, I went back to him, and I told him that, God, I beg, I can't write WAEC twice. I can't fail. So, and I told him that I did not like how I was feeling and how things were. So it was okay.
Wow, thank you very much. We had this situation where somebody failed an exam and dropped into the sea and killed themselves. So she won, and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Like, subscribe, and share the video. Make sure you watch it. Medically Wills.